Hi there. You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and platforms. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Texas. That gentleman out there is,
Jim Johnston in Youngstown, Ohio.
and he swears that he's not wearing the black and yellow.
I am not at all wearing black and yellow.
Oh my gosh. We've had some really fun things, a lot of new products coming across our desks at Tequila Aficionado, and Jim and I last season had a ready to drink that was just superb, very well done with a 100% tequila. This time we are dissecting something that's based in Austin, Texas, and I reached out to these folks. They're called Ranch Rider. That's the name of the line and the name of the company. And they have these series of drinks, two of which are made with tequila, one with vodka. We're not going to taste the vodka one on camera. But this one is a tequila Paloma. And we were pleasantly surprised. Jim and I, what we normally do is we'll drink the first sip at room temp, and then we'll add ice to the second iteration, the second pass. And we were really impressed with the flavor profile. It was very citrus forward. Of course,
and natural flavors too. I mean, not a lot of these ready to drinks are coming loaded with sugar. These are not that. The sugar content in this is extremely low.
Yeah, well, and so is the alcohol content. It's what is it, 6%?
6%. I mean, it's more than a light beer, but it's not a margarita for.
No. And the first flavor. Now, Jim had a problem with the name Ranch Water, not to be confused with Branch Water. Okay, that's something else. You know what Branch Water is, okay? But this is Ranch Water that we had originally, and it. What did your sister say when you opened up the can?
So why would you name anything Ranch Water? That sounds like horse trough. You know, you put your head in the horse trough, you got some ranch water. I said, maybe it's a thing down there that we don't know about up here. You know,
it is. It's a thing, you know, but of course everybody knows what a Paloma is. And this is a tequila Paloma. I love the packaging on this thing too. I forgot to mention that we should nominate it Brand of Promise in the RTD packaging category. We keep dividing the categories here. I love the look. It's very rustic looking. You'll see Tequila Jalisco on one side, and you'll see Austin, Texas on the other. Everything you need to know is on the can. It is gluten-free, all right, as most tequila is. All tequila is, really.
All tequila.
So Ranch Rider is the name of the company, and hopefully this thing doesn't explode on me, because we're gonna sip off the cup here, and we're gonna taste the first pass again at room temp. Lots of good bubbles.
Lots of bubbles, and again, looks like a Fresca squirt, a grapefruit soda consistency.
The color is very consistent too. To the
it is, yeah, it has been.
There's virtually, I mean, if you hadn't opened the can, you wouldn't know which would be which, because it's the same. It looks the same.
Right.
Oh, this one's different.
Yeah, you can smell the different citrus now that's in there.
Yep. Now that one had lime juice. This one, according to the information that we're getting on the can, says only reposado tequila, sparkling water, real grapefruit, and lime juice. That's what I could smell, was the grapefruit. It was different than the other one was very lime forward. This one's grapefruit right on the nose.
And again, both on the nose, and I'm going to assume from the last one, on this one, the flavor profile, more of a zest than an actual flesh or juice part of it. But
well, let's dive in. I mean, it's not trying to hide itself.
No.
Oh. Wow.
Definitely, again, real fruit, and it's that zest citrus.
Well, the grapefruit has a natural bitterness.
Yeah.
The back end, you'll taste it on the sides. Now again, there's no sugar added on this thing, so it's not going to be a sweet. This is not a sweet, cloying cocktail.
So I referenced tonic water with the last one, that little bit of a quinine bitterness that was on it because of the zest quality coming from the citrus. There is a difference between tonic water and diet tonic water in that tonic water's got as much sugar as a can of Coke. So diet tonic water, what I would typically drink if I was mixing a spirit with tonic, that's what this is reminiscent of to me, because that bitterness comes with a little less sweetness. So if you're not into bitterness, this might not be it for you, but I bet you could sweeten this up with some agave syrup and really get this to a place if you're into the sweeter cocktails.
Well, let's put some ice in it and see, because what the ice tends to, these are cocktails that are meant to be sort of chilled, obviously. Depending on how you like your Paloma, you might like it more tequila forward, more grapefruit forward. It just depends. I'm not a big grapefruit kind of guy, because typically in a Paloma, you use squirt.
Right.
You use a sweetened, and squirt's going to have the extra sugar in it. This one is not, however. They're calling it a Paloma, but it's just sparkling water.
And I've been making Palomas with agave syrup and fresh squeezed grapefruit juice and a little bit of club soda instead of the squirt. Again, just keep the sugar and the carbs a little bit lower.
Right.
And I'm feeling that this is more akin to that than a Paloma you're going to get with the sweetened soda.
So this is more of a healthy Paloma, right?
Yeah.
It's the one that cuts the coronavirus.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Now see, on ice, that really is a natural grapefruit flavor to me. I mean, that really tastes like you squeezed a grapefruit in there and got some of the juice in there.
And remember, grapefruits by and large are bitter. Now in Texas, they grow the ruby reds. I'm not sure if they're using ruby red grapefruit or natural grapefruit. I'm not sure. Ruby reds, that's what Texas is known for, the ruby red grapefruit. Again, very refreshing. I like this. This is, if you're done with the cloying, sweet, cocktails, the stuff that we're seeing on the market now, then this is the one you want. But it's like Jim says, you can sweeten it up a little bit. I would use agave syrup, as you said, but it's not necessary.
No, it's not. This is akin to having the cocktail. Any cocktail that you can think of with either a vodka soda, a vodka tonic, a gin and tonic. This is going to be closer to that in flavor profile than it is a White Claw or a ready to drink that's loaded up with sugar, especially if you're talking about when you're going like a vodka soda with the citrus in it. That citrus is really the star of the show. And I think that's the same thing here. And it's refreshing. And I've got to drink this cold, but because especially if you're not used to the natural bitterness that happens in this kind of a cocktail, you're going to have it. Some cultures like to throw a pinch of salt to some, it's the same idea. I think salt would do well in the Paloma version.
Yeah, you throw a pinch of salt in there and it cuts the bitterness a little bit. Yeah, just like sugar will cut bitterness, so will salt.
A little salinity in this grapefruit one would do well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You could salt the rim. You could throw tahini on the top, and make it a bit spicier if you wanted to. Yeah. There's lots of ways to dress this up. Now, let me give you the particulars. It's Reposado tequila, sparkling water, real juice, grapefruit, and lime. We're keeping it simple. Keeping it stupid simple is what their slogan is.
Right.
123 calories, fewer than 2 grams of sugar, and it is gluten-free. Okay. It is produced here produced in Austin, Texas, 6% alcohol. What I will tell you is that there is no known number on this can. It leads us to believe that they are using mixto tequila that is shipped in bulk into the United States, totally legal, totally okay. That's a 51-49 mix. Unless I hear otherwise from those folks, and we didn't get any POS material. It keeps costs down. I get that. Um, and
Yeah, we have no cost information about this, and
yeah, I've not looked in any stores. I'm sure I could find some here locally in San Antonio. Um, Pricing has got to be whatever the market is at ready to drinks right now. Um, as far as they go, this one's really well made. I have no qualms about it being, a mixto tequila that's shipped in bulk in the U.S. That's okay. It's all right. I think what they and I don't know, Jim, is it me or am I getting more reposado flavor in this one than we did in the ranch water?
a little bit more. And when you were talking about the grapefruit, this does also look like a grapefruit soda, a squirt or a Fresca, but this one's got just a little deeper, just a slight touch of an orange hue on it, and obviously I can taste that they're using real juice.
Oh yeah.
This is probably the reposado on that is matching up with the grapefruit a little bit better to come through. I think and I don't know why you wouldn't put a no number on the can if you're really using the 100%.
Yeah.
If they were using 100% in this, with the kind of flavors that they've added to the products here, that tequila would come forward. It would really be a part of that flavor profile.
Yeah.
So maybe even that, they might have tried it with that and said, this is a lot of tequila on this flavor we want this to be a little lighter.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure what they've been really cool about staying in contact with us. I know that they're going like gangbusters all over Austin. And of course, this is, when South by Southwest comes around, you're not going to be able to find these on the shelf,
right?
Because Austin gets a little warm during that time, and honestly, I'm really cool with this. I like their iteration. I like their version. I think it's
I agree. I like this. I like the citrus. I like when you taste it, you feel like you mixed it yourself. You squeezed it in there yourself. That fruit flavor is really natural and still it's fresh. It's
yeah. I like that nothing is there's no artificial flavors in this thing at all. They're very upfront with all their ingredients, and like I say, if I were a cocktail guy, and I personally don't like my tequila on ice, but if someone were, if I had this on the menu, or if I had a chance to, if I was going to go to somebody's party and you don't want to over imbibe, you could do these pretty much all day long and you'd be fine.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
and still not feel like you're missing out, and without of course. A lot of folks will probably chase it with, more tequila, give me a shot and I'll amp up the alcohol. But yeah. I wouldn't do it. That's not what these are for. These are people they're drinking better and drinking less, higher by volume, alcohol by volume. So certainly if you're going to do that, then spend the money on the juice and the type of soda water and the ingredients. And you're good. You're good to go with this. This is really cool. And I don't know what the price points are. I'm sure they're extremely.
No idea on that, but you could garnish this with some fresh fruit to kick it up a little bit. Like I said, with this one, I'd probably kick this with just a touch of agave or maybe some salinity, some salt in it.
Salt.
Because that grapefruit does have a little bit of that bitterness on it, but it's not that real biting bitterness like the quinine bitterness of the tonic. Yeah. It's natural fruit flavor. It tastes like, if you like grapefruit in the morning, you're gonna like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it also it lends itself to garnishes. If you like having an orange peel, you like throwing mint in a few things. You could bottle stuff in your glass. Texas is known for its citrus. So if your neighbor we have a neighbor up the road here who's got fresh, I think they're grapefruit and they're all ripe right now. So, if you want to amp up the grapefruit, you can.
Yeah.
Brand Promise nominee. I got no problem with these. I like it too. I think for what it is, it's a different style than what we've had before in ready to drinks. But I believe that they lean more toward a healthier ready to drink.
I agree.
Than what's out there now, with too much alcohol or not enough alcohol or too sweet, not enough sweetness. We're getting everything's coming out of the closet right now. So this one is actually well done.
I think we're going to start seeing a lot more ready to drinks coming our way.
I think so too.
As this market expands and people are looking for alternatives for, just with the way that Truly and White Claw has taken off, I think everything's a malt spirit or malt liquor version of it. I think tequila is pretty well suited for ready to drink just because of the way the flavor mixes with carbonation and citrus.
Yeah, I do too. And of course it's the type of liquor that it is to begin with. It comes from a plant. It doesn't come from a grain. So it's a big difference there. But anyway, that's our take on Ranch Rider. This is the Tequila Paloma, and you'll find it here in Texas. Hopefully, they'll be able to go a little bit further with this product. I think it's a small house that makes this right now, but there's a lot of promise right now, and a very attractive packaging.
Yeah.
I don't have the other can nearby. It is made with vodka, I believe.
Oh, you're looking for the
let me see. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I've got they were really nice enough to send us these 4-packs. Yeah, there we go. See? And this one's made with vodka. I'm the Chilton. We're not vodka guys, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other, but
this one has lemon juice and sea salt. So they did add the salinity on this one.
Well, and I think the other two could have used some salinity, but I think it's nice when a company who makes it ready to drink gives you the option to dress it up how you want. Like we were talking earlier, pinch of salt, some agave syrup, none at all, garnishes, stuff like that. It does open up a whole world of different flavors for you if you're smart enough if you're imaginative enough to try stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our take on Ranch Rider Paloma. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That gentleman out there is
Jim Johnston in Youngstown, Ohio.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media. All of our networks, don't forget to subscribe wherever you're listening to us, wherever you're watching us, even on your Fire TV. Whatever you do, though, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.